Hi, I'm Dan Vaida, film and stage actor from Transylvania, Romania, who moved to North America to pursue my acting career. The topic of today is to subscribe to my channel. Please do so because this is how my channel grows and it's not costing you money. I get that question a lot, so I feel the need to make that statement because it's true. And we'll dive into the topic, which is the 3 key elements of an audition. So it can be an audition that's happening at home now, the self-tape, like it's very, very common these days. Or if you go into the audition room, it doesn't matter. Each audition has to have 3 key elements. And they are the beginning, which is basically the moment before your scene happens. So what your character does before the scene happens, and you want to make it look like the camera happened to turn on while your character was doing something, and then the scene begins. And then there's the middle, which is the scene itself, the one that's written on paper. And of course, as actors, we have to respect that and be truthful to that and serve that scene. And then there's also the end, what the character does after the scene that's on paper, it's finished. How the character moves on from the scene in a way that makes sense within this whole context. And I'll give you an example. I had an audition a few days ago when it was a tiny audition for a tiny part. I think it's a tiny part. Anyways, the audition was tiny. And I had no words. I was playing bouncer for a very fancy event. So I had to wear a suit and tie and all that. And I had to listen to a speech of one of those guests. It was like a huge private party. And I had to listen to that speech and then turn the lights on after the speech was finished. And that was what was on paper. So it wasn't anything about the beginning, what the character does before that guy that was the lead of the party, let's say the host of the party, starts to talk. So I had to make something up. In this context, it's okay for us to make something up. So I was wearing a suit, and then I was pretending to clean my suit, like it was something, that I was taking care of. So I was doing that while the camera happened to turn on, and then I hear the other character speaking, and then I was paying attention to the speech. Then I would turn the light on. I made the gesture like this. I turned the light on, and that was it. What was on paper. So the ending of my scene was me looking around to see if everybody's doing okay, if nothing happens, if I was paying attention to the scene because that's my job as a doorman. And me penning the room was not written on paper, but it's something I came up with in order for the audition to make sense and for the audition to have an end that's again in line in a way with what's on paper. So that way my audition had the beginning when I was just cleaning my suit in a way, then the middle, which was what's on paper, the guy talking and me switching the light on, and then the end when I was penning the room. So in this context, we may have to make things up in a little way and only in a way that makes sense to the context of the scene, in order to serve the scene. That's very, very important. So we don't want to just make things up. We want to serve the scene. That's very, very important. I hope this helped. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Place them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the subscribe button, also the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.